It's always great when you begin a commentary part with a sigh. It sets up great things for the next 21 minutes and 13 seconds of Spider-Man, the movie.
I don't even like the sigh. It's just so weird to me. And like, since I breathe heavily, ends up sounding like a sigh, and I'm always asked like, "Why are you sighing?"
But sighing is a great form of expression. It's perfect.
There's nothing perfect about sighing.
I'm pretty sure if there was an alien race, that couldn't sigh, they would keep us around just so that we could sigh for them.
Locked around, like, in a leash, like,
yeah.
When fucking Barry the alien says something stupid so they could have us go, Barry.
Yeah. It's the perfect expression. And I hate this section because you have to use this web swinging shit, and it always starts relative to the way you're facing, so a second ago I just shot myself backwards because the camera just warped around to fucking Peter's arsehole, so we had to be looking in his direction. I don't actually think you have enough time if you don't use web zipping. Just
fucking shockwave enemies are just the worst.
Yeah.
This whole enemy is just based around a shockwave.
He's the shocker. He should be shocking. Well, I guess... Well,
he's kinda bland. He's not that shocking at all.
Yeah. I mean, he's just kind of like a little shitty mummy that, for some reason, has blast gauntlets.
Bravo, Stanley. Bravo.
10 out of 10 creativity right here.
Have you seen that image of Stan Lee putting the last issue of The Amazing Spider-Man, before the Superior Spider-Man thing started, into a shredder?
I have not seen that image, but isn't the Superior Spider-Man the one where fucking Doc Ock takes over his mind and starts calling himself Superior?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it recently ended with Peter coming back to life, or Peter
well, he was
control.
Always in his own head, which...
Yeah, I know. It's so hammy how it happens to Doc Ock is like, you truly are the superior Spider-Man or something.
Title drops, I fucking love them.
Hard Knocks is now open.
So Noonham, you've started uploading these as of this recording.
Indeed I have.
I'm still very disappointed in you that you're not calling him Spider-Man, the movie, the game, the commentary, with all the colons that comes with that.
Well, that's the original one was like that.
Yeah, I know. And I made that joke then, 2 years ago.
Well, throwbacks, I guess.
Yeah, well, I only made it in comments, so now it's moved its way up from the comments section into the video proper. That joke just got a promotion, you see.
Well, this one, the titling for these parts is already different from the way we title our things usually. I don't think the game is actually called Spider-Man: the movie.
I actually think it is, but I don't know, because there's so many Spider-Man games anyway that helps.
Well, anyway, it doesn't have the game after it, so...
Oh, by the way, did you know that Shockwave powers included tornadoes? I didn't, but I'm learning new things from this game.
I'm glad that the shockwaves are somehow able to cause tornadoes.
This is my boss fight strategy for those of you who are interested in playing the game yourself, but for some reason decided you needed a video on this near 10-year-old game before you could make up your minds.
So what is your boss strategy?
I think you're seeing it in action right now.
God damn it, Snake! This is not how commentary done.
It's bob and weave. It's bob and weave, and then spam the only attack that he can't counter, which is in, I guess in this case is just kicking him in the face. No, for the most part, all the bosses in this game have the same strategy, and that is just spam web balls. Not that web ball, because the bosses are so bullshit. They have priority, they attack faster than you. And, you know, because Spider-Man controls so shittily, you can't dodge most of their range attacks unless they're so simple you can just strafe them.
Goddamn, Spider-Man was just so oppressive over him.
He's just backhanding him right now.
Asserting his male dominance over him.
Vulture, huh? Thanks, Shocker. Give my regards to my fans in the Slammer.
Hey, isn't there a movie plot that should be going on right now?
That's really embarrassing for you, Shocker.
How do you do a winch with a sticky bit of rope?
Is it sticky?
No, it's web, so I'd imagine...
Is web sticky?
Yeah, I'd imagine it's all sticky.
Is it really?
Yeah, or it's turning into hands to grab people.
There's actually a spider. I think that spider's dead. Yeah, that spider's definitely dead because it's been there for 2 days now.
You've had a spider just there. Were you going to use this? Were you going to drag the spider in on the commentary? Look at those.
Hey! Lyndon!
You named the spider Lyndon?
I named the spider
This
Lyndon.
is some nest.
Okay.
I name every spider in my room before I kill them.
Anyway, you know how just a moment ago I was talking about how shitty Spider-Man's movement is?
No?
Oh, well, in this level it exemplifies it. So yeah, that's a giant mine over there. He's rigged up his own base with explosives and he's throwing grenades down the stairs right now.
Reminds me of the stairs section in Metal Gear Solid. Except, you know, with Spider-Man and less interesting.
Well, you see, Solid Snake is way more mobile than Spider-Man, which is a sad sentence when you have to say that. Because Spider-Man's control is, in this case, it's relative to the camera, but he's so clunky on turning. It's like, if I pressed, like, up right now, you'd imagine he'd run away from the camera, wouldn't you? Mm-hmm. Instead, he would awkwardly kind of, like, move forward and then start turning towards it.
Honestly, the gameplay in that section in MGS isn't that great anyway, but it's still a lot better than whatever this is. What the hell? How is that swinging? What?
Well, you see, one of Vulture's power sets is giving everything else perpetual motion.
How's it sing? Is it on something?
It was, no, it was on fire, but that's not what you were
swinging
asking.
there.
Oh, and
It's
then,
like-
by the way, he has homing spiders.
Why does every like Spider-Man is like new right now?
Yeah.
Why are all these villains have spider-based fucking weapons against him?
Just serendipity, really. Really, why do they have spider gadgets anyway? That doesn't fit their theme. Or is Oscorp just like, I should probably outfit the millions of super criminals suddenly in this city with my spider tech that I have? We're never going to use the gravity slam. It's so awkward to do these combos as well. I only figured out the timing on like 2 of them. And this square X shit is just doing my basic combo, which, that's not a gravity slam. There's no gravity in that.
I'm disappointed we still haven't seen the scissor kick.
We're never going to see the scissor kick.
Need to do a special recording and show me this scissor kick, Snake.
Noonam, all these recordings are special. All of them.
Just do a video where you go through all the combos. Everyone wants it.
Is everyone you in this case? And is it just purely for my pain?
Yes.
Well, fuck you. Oh. I hate navigating this level if you haven't guessed, because it's just so weirdly laid out and ugly that it doesn't really make sense. And I'm still this is the first level I got to when I realized, holy shit, child me had some fucking endurance at some point. Because this is just tedious. And we haven't even got to the worst of it yet. You'll see it and hear it when we get to the worst.
Are people actually like supposed to traverse this place? Like who work here?
Vulture is, but I mean, like, it's the Vulture who lives here. Like, at some point they just realised this stairwell sucks, so they moved out, and then someone moved in and rigged it up with mines. Giant tooth mines.
How does this bozo hobo Vulture get away with living inside in Times Square, basically?
He probably doesn't pay rent. He's probably just... The police probably came here to move him out, and he just claimed, you know, what's the word? Squatters' rights, you know? He just probably pulled that card out of his ass. And and he's a crazy bird man. They probably don't want to manhandle him. He's too old. They'll probably kill him. So they just let the green freak live in there. In this crazy squatter's apartment bell tower.
Someone needs to give Vulture help. This is a sad story.
Vulture is probably the protagonist of the most tragic tale. So, are you seeing this? Spider-Man already moves really awkwardly and slow. That move where I sip straight upwards, I have to come to a dead halt and mash the button for him to do that. And then I can get glitched and stuck in the floor as well. Because this is just more fun than you can imagine. Like,
Jeez.
also, the explosions go through walls, just a nice little detail, just to keep you on your feet, you know? Like, you are not equipped. It's weird when you have to say that you're playing as Spider-Man and you are not equipped with the movement powers necessary to dodge things. Spider-Man is not fast enough.
It's not supersonic speedy, is he?
No.
Yeah.
Spider-Man needs an Unleashed-style reboot, where it's all about going fast.
Welcome to house hunting in the big city.
What? Then Tobey Maguire's phoning his lines in. Just like, yeah, grenades, spider mines. I've been at this job for 2 weeks and I'm already jaded. Like,
Man, this is still fucking happening.
I
This
know.
is still happening. We're still going up.
You know, Uncle Ben's killer is actually the most fun fight in this game, and he's not even that good. He's just really stupid.
Well, Uncle Ben's killer is a very fascinating character, after all.
Yeah, we learned a lot about him. He's kind of clumsy. Just from the way he acted, he was a stern leader. He was willing to put his henchmen's lives before his... No, sorry, I mean, he was willing to sacrifice his henchmen for his own life, so there was hints of selfishness in there. He had his own boss arena set up, so he was clearly a dedicated paranoiac. There was a lot going on with him. With Spider-Man, I'm just not getting any kind of ebbs of character.
There's a bunch of kids fucking yelling outside. I'm gonna yell at them.
I think you should...
Yeah, shut the fuck up!
I think you should have let them be kids. Noonan, there's kids playing outside while we're inside talking about Spider-Man.
Hey, I can make
Oh, I'm back now.
Noonan, I'm
What?
not going to repeat what I just said,
Okay, good
but
for
it
you.
involved the fact that you're yelling at kids while we're inside watching Spider-Man.
To close that fucking window.
A movie adaptation game made for babies.
For babies.
Very patient babies. Oh god, how
So-
does he arc grenades to throw them at the top of a stairwell?
There are special Oscorp dynamites, grenades, that can turn you into skeletons, apparently.
That was the best part of the movie. Did you know that inside Spider-Man there's a skeleton? And on some spiders there's an exoskeleton.
Jesus Christ.
I'd like a Spider-Man adaptation where he grows an exoskeleton.
I think that's happened in a comic before.
Oh, that would be good.
So I linked this commentary on a certain internet forum that's pretty popular. You might have heard of it. It's
It kind of
9gag.
Oh, yeah.
And
somehow it's even worse than that.
and apparently this person was really impressed how we're just constantly shitting through this entire game. It's like, no, why is it surprising to you?
No, what got me about that comment when I read it was he was surprised we were doing post-commentary. And the thing is about that certain forum is, I've seen people bitch and moan when their live commentary failed and like, oh no, I have to talk after the video now, when I can actually think.
Well, wait, which post are you talking about? Because I made two posts.
Okay, yeah, true, but there were posts to both of those effects. I don't post stuff on there anymore, but I used to, and I'm not sure why I did. I can't remember my own reasonings. They probably weren't very good, though. If only I could have done that throughout the whole
Must be a
thing.
pain to get groceries up here.
Welcome, Spider-Man. Welcome to my secret base.
I think it's more... it's less the Birdman thing, but more
Oh,
the fact
Jesus
that
Christ.
he's obviously wearing a corset to get that physique.
That property damage.
To his
Vulture's
own
lair.
I didn't perfect that. I died. I actually cut loads of deaths from that recording. I left in my first attempt at getting through it, and then another death or two, and it's just like... And here's how it actually goes. Time for a chase mission.
Will there ever teach you that stealing is wrong?
Everyone ever teach you that is
Uncle
wrong.
Ben taught me.
Great power comes great responsibility.
So these chase missions, my advice for these is they always have the same route. So don't even follow them. Just fucking memorize the route and go in vaguely in that direction.
I wonder what they did for the reflection effect. It seems like they've just stretched the like JPEGs of New York City.
Probably all the same picture as well. From every angle. It's one of Oscorp's sneaky tricks to cut down on New York's rendering cost. And also to blind the citizens of New York City to the truth about Spider-Man. Okay, so, as we've seen, Oscorp can track Peter at any time, because he just comes up as a triangle on the map. So how does he look? Like, he's just constantly jiggling up and down, and he spent 5 minutes going slowly up a tower.
What's that spider user interface thing that just keeps moving? Does it show you how far you are from Vulture?
Yep. There's 2 of these chase scenes in the game. No, sorry, there's 3 of them in the game, and they all suck.
Oh, wait, Vulture?
No, not only Vulture. Do you want me to spoil who it is next?
I don't fucking care.
It's Green Goblin. He's even faster than this, and as you can see, I'm struggling to maintain pace with this guy. It's honestly terrible. Like,
at least he leaves green stripes to show where he's going.
I guess that helps. I like the fact he's just getting all fancy and tricky as well, and cutting around buildings. Like, I'm gonna lose this spider guy.
I've noticed that everyone in Spider-Man's rogue gallery is kind of lame. I mean, Doc Ock is like, oh no, my wife dies and I want to create a son for some reason because I'm a scientist. Fucking,
you gotta do something to get past the morning period.
Harry's like, my dad's a psychopath. Fucking, also that one thing with Harry, I'm talking about Sam Raimi's fucking trilogy.
Yeah.
Like, he forgives Peter because his dad killed himself.
Yeah. Even though
his dad didn't try to fucking kill himself. It wasn't
he killed
like
himself fighting Spider-Man accidentally.
Yeah, it was like he wanted to kill Spider-Man, but Peter was like, "No, not gonna happen." So Peter's relationship with Harry is still fucking bullshit.
He killed him by proxy, and that makes all the difference in the world, you see. I mean, like, it's a problem I've only been listening to recently, because I kind of like the Raimi movies. I just find them, I got a soft spot for them. But trying to make all the villains redeemable is kind of fucking stupid. Especially when you cram 3 villains in one movie. Except Eddie Brock. Eddie Brock wasn't redeemable. But he was just like, he got 3 scenes. There probably was a redemption scene, but it was cut. He was like, oh no, that grenade might kill Peter, I better grab it and turn it off.
He goes to a fucking church to ask God to kill Peter Parker.
That's great. I'm sorry, that's why Spider-Man 3 is good. You gotta appreciate a villain who thinks, maybe I could slip one past the big man upstairs. Just call in a favour. Asking to kill Spider-Man is basically like phone a friend, you know? Just gotta try.
So to kill Vulture, we basically have to fly into him.
We zip past him, kick him in the face, rinse and repeat. It's really bad. Like, I think the fight, there's a building nearby with health ups on it, so I think what they want you to do is go there and try and, like, web him a bunch, but this is faster. I wonder who this voice actor is. He sounds like he's way too good to be here, because he's hamming it up so hard right now. I also hate the way they do his boss. He has a blue health bar there. That's kind of like a shield meter until he lands. We have to deplete that, and then we can hit his health.
Sounds like bullshit.
It is bullshit. I mean, like, everyone but Spider-Man in this game got the superpower of bullshit.
Look at the fucking bombs he blows at you. They cause lightning.
Well, that fits his theme of being a bird, you see. I mean, he's a vulture. What do vultures do? He can't exactly throw corpses at me, can he? Actually, that'd be really cool. You should throw corpse bombs at me. They just explode and there's a bunch of corpses in there.
Why don't villains throw, like, people at Spider-Man? There's, like, only one villain did that, and he, like, only did it, like, twice.
if you just if you throw more in the Spider-Man 2 game on the PC, as you remember, he throws taxis at Spider-Man, and those taxis presumably had people in them. But in that game, Spider-Man just kicks them out just wedges them out the way. You know, fuck the cabbies.
They're still flying through space.
Okay, that's...
Seriously, what's with fucking heaven's light shining upon New York City here? What the fuck's going on?
Because it's a holy place when Spider-Man's involved, you see.
Just
Oh
look at
god,
that.
I didn't even... Why? Those are some seriously impressive sun rays. Oh no, they put spotlights above New York City, you see. Because they're shooting a movie here. They've got to get the right lighting.
Man, Vulture's just dinging up the place.
Well, don't worry, we've beaten up an old man.
Congratulations, you've beaten up an anorexic old man.
We're heroes.
Things that don't belong to you.
We got his purple bag of various stuff.
This purple bag of various stuff has driven a lot of the plot of the game.
Wouldn't want you falling before we can book you, right?
And the security officer is like really into that purple bag.
I'm pretty sure Spider-Man just surrendered like some serum that makes more supervillains. You just let this security guard have it and then he's gonna become a bad guy.